Was sponsored by Honey. Honey is a free browser add-on available on Google, Opera, Firefox, Safari. If it's a browser, it has Honey. All you have to do is, when you're checking out on one of these major sites, just click that little orange button, and it will scan the entire internet to find discount codes for you. They can normally save you between 2 and 15%. Trust me, that adds up. There's literally no reason not to install Honey. It takes 2 clicks. Oh, and did we mention that it's free? Over 10 million people use it. And it has 100,000 5-star reviews. So, if you'd like to start saving money now, go to the link in the description and install Honey. Hey, what is up, mortals? It is ItBeClauds here. And before we get into the video, there are a few things I'd like to say. Firstly, thank you, Honey, for sponsoring the video. Secondly, a quick thank you to our supporters on Patreon. The full list will be at the end of the video. If you'd like to support us and our content, please go over and check it out. Thirdly, if you have a what-if idea and you want it to be done by us ASAP, you can now commission it from us. Go into the Discord that is in the description of this video and DM the head writer. Tell him your idea and he will explain the process to you. In this timeline, Vegeta gains Immortality and Namek. In this what-if, by Immortality, I mean that Vegeta will not be able to die. He will take physical damage and be hurt very badly, but no matter how much damage is done to him, he will not die. How does this take place? Everything that happens on Earth during the canon happens exactly the same. Except for one thing. Nappa is killed by Goku, not Vegeta. This happens because Goku arrives a second too late and Gohan is severely injured, even more so than in the canon. Nothing a Senzu bean and several days of rest or turning into a great ape cannot fix, but still something terrible. Once Goku arrives and sees that Gohan and Krillin are both near death, he grows angry. So angry, in fact, that he loses self-control and his pupils turn white, like when he turns into a great ape. And due to this rush of anger, he charges towards Nappa and blasts a hole through his body. The only thing remaining is his severed head. Goku gains his senses back instantly and is appalled by what just happened. And Vegeta? Well, he is excited. He has not faced someone this strong in years. But he is also mad that Goku killed his right-hand man and is looking forward to beating him to a pulp and gaining the power to defeat Frieza from these Dragon Balls he had heard about. Everything else that happens after is the same, except that after Gohan gets the Senzu Bean and turns into a great ape during the fight with Vegeta, he is basically all healed. As Vegeta is going to Namek, he is found by a Frieza Force ship that is also going to Namek. He goes into the healing chambers, which then allows him to get a Zenkai boost. After he kills everyone on the ship, he sets course for Namek. Everything until Bulma and the gang get to Namek is still the same. Once Bulma and the gang get to Namek, some drastic changes happen. Vegeta has been fighting the Frieza Force in secret while also being some kind of like a double agent, except you know he's working for himself. He has gotten multiple Zenkai boosts from this. He has gathered 2 Dragon Balls and knows where the 3 already gathered by Frieza are located. He does not, however, know the location of the final 2 Namekian Dragon Balls. As in the canon, Krillin and Gohan find both of the Dragon Balls, a little after they arrive on planet Namek. Vegeta finds Gohan and Krillin and one of the Dragon Balls that they are obtaining. Everything else that happens for a while is still the same until the Zarbon and Dodoria. Instead of 2 separate fights of Vegeta fighting them one-on-one, it's a single fight, and it's 2 versus 1. It starts the same, except while Dodoria is flying away trying to get away from Vegeta and the massive beam he is charging, he runs into Zarbon, who was looking for him because the Ginyu force was about to arrive and they need to be there for their exquisite arrival. The beam that Vegeta was charging reaches them, and Zarbon flicks it away like it was an annoying pest. Vegeta catches up to them and sees that Dodoria is cowering behind Zarbon like a scared child. It is quite similar to how Goten behind Chi-Chi and Gohan when he first meets his father. Vegeta laughs and hollers, "I always thought you were a coward, but to actually take it this far? I never knew how much of a weakling you had become." You act like you are all powerful, but that is only because Frieza has your back. But what now? Frieza does not seem to be here. Poor Dodoria having to hide behind Zarbon, cowering behind him like he's always cowering behind Frieza. I am quite disappointed. Dodoria grimaces and yells back, "I am not weak." But it is too late. Vegeta has blasted a hole through his whole body, and whatever remained was smoldering up. That fool, Dodoria. He always did neglect his training, thinking that he could be like Lord Frieza. Well, that is what he deserves. But come now, Vegeta, it is my turn. Zarbon howls. Zarbon does not have a scouter, but knows that Vegeta is too powerful for him in his normal form. so he turns into his beast form instantly. Wow, now that your looks and personality have finally seemed to have matched, let us get this show on the road. Vegeta coyly smiles. He charges at Zarbon full force. Zarbon and Vegeta seem evenly matched. Vegeta gets some good hits in, and Zarbon reciprocates. But it looks like Zarbon has the upper hand, and as he knees Vegeta in the solar plexus, knocking the wind out of him, he yells out, "All you monkeys are trash! None of you could ever hope to get as strong as the Frieza Force." Zarbon charges a beam, and it looks like Vegeta is about to die. All of a sudden, Vegeta starts laughing maniacally. It would seem like he is laughing at the face of death, but no. He is only laughing at Zarbon for thinking that Scions could be compared to such animals such as the Frieza Force. He then powers up, showing that he had been holding back. As I said before, he had gotten many Zenkai boosts from being in so many near-death situations with the Frieza Force on planet Namek. He then flicks away Zarbon's blast, just as Zarbon had done to him. "Pray that I succeed on my mission, because if I fail, well, let's just say hell will get a lot more hellish for you," Vegeta remarks as he quickly finishes Zarbon off. Vegeta has already taken the Namekian Dragon Balls from the Frieza's mother ship, and has 6 out of the 7 Dragon Balls. The battles with the Ginyu Force continue as normal, except Vegeta easily kills Goldu and Rikum. Krillin and Gohan also keep out in that fight a little bit. However, Reese and Barter are a little too much of a challenge for him. He isn't fast enough for Barter, and Reese, well, Reese is always in the background making snarky remarks. Goku arrives on planet Namek and beats Barter. And then, like in the DBZ canon, Vegeta kills Barter. Reese and Ginyu are still left. The battle with Ginyu and Reese are the same as ever, with Ginyu taking over Goku and then later turning into a frog. Reese dies, as he does normally. Goku is still severely injured a lot more than in the canon. One of his eyes had been ripped out of its socket, and Vegeta takes him to the healing pods and gives him one of those prototypes of cybernetic eyeballs that Frieza's legion of scientists had been working on. As Goku is unconscious, everything happens as per usual, except for one big thing. Gohan gains trust in Vegeta, because he was helping his father out by healing him in everything. Vegeta also trains both of them a little bit of some Scion fighting skills. He was a bit reluctant to teach Krillin because he was not a Scion, but in the end, he taught both of them. Gohan learned a lot faster than Krillin because of his Scion heritage. Due to Vegeta being a little more remorseful in this timeline, Gohan takes Vegeta to Guru's place and begs him to awaken Vegeta's power. Guru denies him almost immediately. But after Gohan tells him about Vegeta helping his father and wanting to rid the world of the space tyrant Frieza, Guru reluctantly awakens Vegeta's true power. Due to this, when Frieza and Vegeta finally start to fight, Vegeta is able to fight with him up to his second form. Frieza in that form has a power level of at least 1 million. At this point, Vegeta is more powerful than he had been in the canon at the same time. Also in this timeline, they receive Piccolo, but they don't wish him over to planet Namek. Having the earthly Dragon Balls exist was enough for them. Now, back to Vegeta's fight with Frieza. Frieza slowly gains the upper hand and beats Vegeta to a bloody pulp. Gohan and Krillin fight Frieza while Vegeta talks to Dende. Gohan and Krillin alone would not do anything to Frieza, but with both of them having their true potential awakened and also learning a little bit of Saiyan fighting styles from Vegeta, together, they seem to be an even match for Frieza in his second form. As they are fighting, Vegeta is talking to Dende and begs him to wish for Vegeta to gain immortality. Vegeta is quite bewildered at what he is doing. Him, a prince, the price of all Scions no less, was begging a common Namekian child to do something. He was disgusted with himself for that, but he didn't show it. Dende believed that Vegeta was being sincere, and used the second wish to wish Vegeta to be immortal. In this case, being immortal means that you will not die, no matter what. You will feel pain. You will not regenerate any faster than when you were immortal, but you will not die. Vegeta, soon after talking to Dende, is unconscious. Dende believes that the wish had failed and that Vegeta had died. Because just seconds after the great dragon Purunga said that Dende's wish was granted, the giant Dragon Balls turned to stone. Gohan and Krillin are still fighting Frieza, but are now losing the edge that they had. Frieza has them on the ground and has a beam aimed at them. They are exhausted, but Frieza isn't even sweating. Gohan and Krillin believe that they truly are about to die. But just as Frieza fires his beam, it is deflected right back at him. It's Goku. Krillin and Gohan were about to celebrate, but then decide that it's not the time, and inform Goku on everything that they have learned about Frieza's fighting style while they fought. Goku can see, though not perfectly. His cybernetic eyeball keeps going up in static, and it bothers him immensely. But his fight with Frieza goes per usual. He's holding up his own to second form Frieza, and even makes him go to third form. He took up this task the second he got revived, because he knew that he had to do something. He has Bulma's father, Dr. Briefs, help him. Back to the fight, in this timeline, Goku does not have enough time to use a Spirit Bomb. So he just uses a supercharged Kamehameha. Frieza shows up again, kills Krillin, and Goku goes Super Saiyan. Fight resumes and goes as it normally does. On Earth again, Piccolo and Dr. Briefs have gathered all the Dragon Balls, and King Kai tells Piccolo to wish all the Namekians that died from Frieza's doing to be brought back to life. Everything else is normal. Gohan and Dende use the Namekian Dragon Balls to take every mortal on the planet to be teleported to Earth, excluding Goku and Frieza again, just like in the canon. Everyone except Goku, Frieza, and Vegeta's unconscious body are left on the soon-to-die planet Namek. Everything else happens normally. Goku beats Frieza, pities him, and gives him some of his power, etc. Goku leaves Namek and is taken to Yadrat. Everything else is the same, except Frieza and Vegeta are unconsciously floating around in the debris that used to be planet Namek. Thank you all for watching the video to the end, but there are a few things I still need to go over. Firstly, I'd like to let you all know that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time. So if you're interested, go into the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Secondly, I'd like to thank our $5 Patreon supporters for helping us fund these videos. Lastly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank the writer for this video, as well as the editor for this video. Their details will be in the description. If you're a voice actor, editor, or writer, or you're interested in becoming one of those, go to the Discord that is in the description of this video and hit up the head of one of those areas. We're always looking for members to join us. So thank you all for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and hit that like button if you like the video. Until next time, peace out, mortals. Have an amazing day.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light